everybody, it's Miss Sherm again, and today I'm going to teach you all about presenting. So for our first presentation in front of the classroom, we are going to be presenting our Who Am I poetry. But we need to remember a few things about presentations before we get started. Number one, make sure that you have good eye contact with your audience. Now, sometimes I might have to look down to read my clues, but I always want to make sure that I look up at least a few times during my presentation. Number two, make sure that you have a clear voice, a good amount of volume so everyone can hear you all the way in the back of the classroom, but also nice and slow so people can understand you. And number three, you want to make sure that you're not fidgeting. So don't play with your hair, don't move around a lot, don't play with stuff on your clothes. You really want to be focused and comfortable in front of the class. All right. Now that you know the great things about being a good presenter, I am going to model what we're going to be doing together as a class. For this activity, you are going to need your finished poem and also a listener's guide. If your teacher has not handed out the listener's guide quite yet, go ahead and do so now. On the listener's guide, there's a place for your name, and then you will get to choose, as you're listening to presentations, different people who present, their biographies that they share, and then at least one fact. Now, as you can see on this piece of paper, there are about 12 slots, and you'll listen to about 24 presentations. So you get to choose your 12 favorite. All right, once you have your materials, we are ready to start our presentation. Today I'm going to present mine to you, and I'm going to model for you what you should write down on your listener's guide. So does everyone have a pencil and are ready? Great. Who am I? I was a father of 4 kids. Only one of my 4 children, Robert, lived to be an adult. I used Sarah Josephina Hale's idea to make Thanksgiving an official holiday. I was the first president to invite an African American to the White House. I grew my beard from a suggestion from a girl named Grace Bedell. I was a proud sponsor of the Whigs. I was the first president to call for drafts. My statue is where Dr. King Doctor made his I Have a Dream speech. I had a dream I was assassinated a couple days before I was. I was killed by John Wilkes Booth. Who am I? At this time, you can ask your classmates, maybe 1 or 2, 3 people that have a guess. Give up. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, truthful, giving, trustworthy, tall, lawyer, sailor, president, father, and husband. Lover of reading, Mary Todd and his children. Who felt discouraged when he lost the election for state. Legislator, criticized by the South when president, depressed when his son Edward died. Who gave his children love, African Americans more rights and unity to the country. Who liked to wear suits and his black tall hat. Resident of Illinois and Kentucky. Who is remembered for being the 16th president of the United States and the first president to be assassinated. Abraham Lincoln, 1809 to 1865. Once the person has completed, on your listening guide, you will write down their name, so everyone could write down Miss Sherm, S-C-H-I-R-M, the biography that I shared, Abraham Lincoln, and go ahead and write down one fact you learned about Abraham Lincoln from my presentation. It's always great to end your presentation by thanking your audience for listening. Thank you.